Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about me being an entry-level pistol shooter. That's right. Very simple pistol here, and I'm going to reiterate it once again. I am an entry-level pistol shooter. We have a Glock 3 clone, Glock Gen 3 clone, that being a dagger. Atop just a little red dot open sight, or red dot open reflex sight. See, I don't even know what I've got in my hands. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to you guys today a little bit about a few things that I have struggled with as a pistol shooter, which is why I haven't shot a lot of pistol, especially when I compare it to my rifle and shotgun, so experience. So why am I starting to shoot more pistol? Well, I finally just had to get over it and say, you know what, if I want to be good at, shooting one of these, then I'm going to need to practice. And why did I have such a struggle, and why do I have such a struggle with shooting pistols? Well, firstly, I am naturally left-handed and right-eye dominant. So for a long time I struggled with, do I shoot pistol left-handed and try and be left-eye dominant, or do I try and shoot pistol and follow my eye and shoot right-handed just like I do rifle and shotgun? For a long time I really just struggled with that, and I was saying, nope, I need to shoot left-handed, it's my strong side, it's my dominant hand, so on and so forth. But what I've found is I absolutely need to shoot pistol right-handed. So that's a little confusing for the brain, because when you go and say what you're familiar with, you're dealing with a one-handed weapon, you're going to use your dominant hand, right? Well, now I'm having to train my other hand to be the smart hand instead of just the dumb hand, and that in itself was a big journey, and still is a big journey. When someone hands me a pistol, my immediate thought is to grab it with my left hand, clear, all that good stuff. And now it's, nope, we're grabbing with the right hand, grab with the right hand, grab clear, lock back, all that sort of good stuff. So getting over that tendency, I think for a long time really hurt my little pea brain, my little caveman brain here, with it's like, no, use your big strong hand, you're one that has all the brains in it, to shoot left-handed. But the reality is the difference in dominance between my left eye and my right eye when I'm aiming down sights. I know you can't see the target right now, don't worry, we're going to get into shooting about a minute, but when I aim down with my left hand like this, you can't see it, but I'm bringing the pistol over to my right side, to right side of my face, to actually make a sight picture. But when I try and hold on the left side, my right eye still wants to take over, and so then I'd have to shoot one eye closed, which some people say, well, that's just the sacrifice you're going to make. But my point there is my actual aiming reference would be like 15 degrees different between my left eye and my right eye. So with that being said, hopefully sun go away so I don't get totally washed out here. With that being said, we're going to shoot quite a bit today. We're going to have a head cam on me, and then you guys is from the side, so that way you can make fun of all of my errors and mistakes, also seeing the targets that I've got set up downrange. All right, plenty of talking, and let's see how poor of a pistol shooter I am. I got enough headgear on to make Darla from Finding Nemo jealous. Without further ado here, we're going to see how this looks on camera. I've got a secondary GoPro on my head just to give you guys another angle of what we're shooting at. Two 8x8 steel plates, and we're going to go ahead and get started shooting here. I got 8 left in this magazine because I was making adjustments to this camera to hopefully make it work out. So here we go. Lock back and everything. Nice 8 shots. I think I hit every one except that last one I got a little quick with, but what do you do? Like I said, I'm not a pro shooter by any means. Great wind. So we're going to do one more magazine of singles on the single plate, and then the next magazine I'll go every other one, just to try and get some dynamic training in there too. No lock back on that magazine for whatever reason, but gun's clear. That was pretty rough, but we made it through. I lost my grip there on the left hand for a little bit and had to readjust. So, like I said, this is the struggles of teaching your smart hand to be the dumb hand and your dumb hand to be the smart hand. So, we'll get there. That was better. Not bad. All right, everybody, hold up. Range is cold. I don't need all my headgear to look that cool. All right, now I can talk to you guys normally. So, there's some good wind noise now because this is the Midwest, and we wouldn't know what to do if we had a perfectly calm and sunny day where it's gorgeous and 72 degrees without 30-mile-an-hour winds, would we now? Anyway, a little bit of a rant there. So today I really learned that I really should be shooting right-handed, right-eye dominant. When I tried to shoot right-handed, left-eye dominant, bringing the pistol over to this side of my face, right in line with my eye, I struggled to keep same point of impact, even though I felt steadier. Just my left eye would try and take over, that wouldn't work. My right eye would take over, it would work. And then it would flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. And so at that point, I wasn't getting consistent shots, and I was missing the target more than I was with my right hand, which once again, back to me being a dummy lefty, is that my smart hand was trying to basically be the dumb hand and vice versa. So making my dumb hand my smart hand, in this case, especially with a pistol, seems to be the right way to go. So I think that's how I'm going to train from here on out, is right-handed, right-eye dominant. And you know, if you're somebody who is left-handed, right-eye dominant, or right-handed, left-eye dominant, I would encourage you to follow your eye. It's what I did with with rifles and shotguns from a young age. But as a learning pistol shooter, I really have had to say, you know, what's gonna work better. It might not feel as good when you're using your non-dominant hand as your strong hand, and your dominant hand being the dumb thing that just grips the crap out of something. Anyway, that's what I know today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really hoping this GoPro footage on the top of my head looks spicy meatballs, because you know, I think we were shooting at a fair pace. Were we shooting at, you know, 14-second splits like some of the pro shooters? Absolutely not. But we were fairly consistent, and we were hitting the target as intended. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see something different, let me know. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe.